Right. From a stocks perspective, there's no real, gold mining play. I think there was maybe one or two many years ago. But the closest we have is these gold finance companies, Muthoot, Manappuram, etc. And they've had a terrible run and no better. Muthoot especially is an absolute disappointment. Of course, there's a gold price aspect to it. There's all of the competition which has taken a fair bit of Muthoot and Manappuram's profitability as well. Now, let's go back to the IT stocks, Infosys and HCL Tech. The more dramatic price action, of course, is HCL Tech today. Rima is back with us to run us through what the feedback is from markets, from analysts. Rima.
Thanks so much for that. So I'm here to tell why, despite reporting a beat in numbers, both HCL Tech and Infosys, why are the IT stocks under pressure? And I'm going to give you 5 reasons. For one, the beat in Q3 was attributed to one-offs or seasonality. Now, Infosys revenues benefited by more than 100 basis points due to the pass-through of third-party items, while HCL Technologies' 5% top-line growth was boosted by a 30% jump in their products business, for which Q3 is seasonally a strong quarter. So in Q4, this products business growth rate will moderate. So the Q3 top line beat was attributed to one-off/seasonality. Point number 2, the implied Q4 guidance is muted. Now remember, Infosys upped the full year revenue guidance, but despite that, according to Kotak, the Q4 revenue growth, which is implied, is actually at -1 to +0.5% growth. For HCL Tech as well, despite a strong Q3 beat, the company has not gone ahead and upped the guidance, which basically tells you that Q4 is going to moderate. Third point, there are sectoral headwinds. Now, Infosys still, prior to the earnings, had called out headwinds in a couple of verticals. They had spoken about mortgage, retail, telecom, and high tech. This quarter, they also added investment banking to the areas which are a bit headwinded. HCL Tech, you heard the management, and they told us that for the financial sector space in the APAC region, the furloughs could extend in Q4 as well. And they also said that Europe is a bit challenging. Point number 4, there are no changes in the EPS estimates for both Infi or HCL Tech despite the Q3 beat. And finally, there is still no visibility on what next year's growth is going to look like, what the tech budgets are going to look like. So those are 5 reasons why, despite a strong showing, a beat on reported numbers, both Infi and HCL Tech are under pressure today. Back to you.
Okay, Rima, thanks a lot for that. Very helpful to understand the nuances of what's happening in the tech sector. Let's slip into a quick break. On the other side, our special segment, it's the economy. Lata will be with us. She has Kaushik Das, the chief economist at Deutsche Bank, and Robert Sokin, the global economist at Citi, to discuss in detail about the US and India inflation numbers and their implications on the rate hike by the Fed and the RBI, respectively. Stay tuned.